Hey, this is Chris from Roto Dojo. I'll be showing you the ropes on how I make the green screens for the channel. Now, I'm going to go through this in three different levels. Level 1 is free. Level 2 is cheap. Level 3 is expensive on the three different editing softwares I recommend for each one. Now, let's go over the free option. This one is completely free and you do not need to pay for this. How to explain it is simple. Now, look at the projects that you have here right now, and then look at the assets. Technically, what you need to do is this. Click on a project. After you've set up an account, what you need to do is simple. Basically, one, you need to open this, the More tab, and you've got projects. Now, technically, when you're at the project itself, I'm going to turn the screen a little bit here. Anyway, so when you're at the thing itself here, technically, if you want to use the project again without having more projects so you have to pay for it, the way of doing this where you don't have to pay for it is simple. Basically, just take the video that you've already edited, just take the video itself because you've already exported it, it's on your device, you delete it, then you put something else in there instead. So I'm going to just put in the same clip I already had in there, just as an example. Let's pretend this is something else. I add it in. Now that it's in, it'll take a second to load here. I'll cut this part out until it works. Okay, it's here. So basically, how to get it into a green screen is simple. First thing you need to do is this. Go to green screen, this button right here, click on it. Now that you're on this tab, you need to understand this. When you're right here, you have multiple tools to use. As you can see right here, the main click tool is equipped. You can also click on the hand tool if you want to move it around. You can see the shortcuts right there if you're using this on a keyboard. And you've got the zoom options here. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can zoom into 100. Okay, hold on. Zoom into 100, zoom in 200, or zoom back into fit. Now let's get to actually clicking on the thing. So let's zoom in a little bit here. Now click on the subject. You can see a little green circle there if you can't tell. Now, as it scans it in, you can see that it has scanned it the best it could, but there are a few mistakes right there. So what you need to do to fix it is click on exclude, which will add a red dot that will remove things from the subject that you don't want. I added a red dot down there so it can remove what isn't necessary. As you can see, it has removed most of it, but not all of it. Now, in this case, you're going to have to zoom in. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. All right, yeah, if that kind of thing happens, just hit back on the undo thing and you'll get right back where you were. Kind of like that mistake I just made right there. Anyway, so I'm going to go down, see that little area that it's gone wrong. You need to click exclude and click on that little area there and see if it fixes it. It did not fix it. We'll try again. Almost. Okay, let's see what it looks like when you switch modes on preview. That looks very close. But again, the first frame is usually the worst one, but it'll look better over time. So go to the settings on playback speed, hit 50 so it plays slowly so you can see if there's any mistakes. Now, hit play. So as you can see, it is now scanning the subject right here, and it looks really good too, like better than I was thinking it would. And surprisingly, all I had to do was put in like 4 clicks. This is a very fast and easy way to make green screens, but I will warn you though, there are some things it's not good at tracking, like if it was a nighttime shot. So technically, like I mentioned earlier, when it comes to watching this, you can switch between different modes. There's preview, there's overlay when the subject is green, and then there's alpha channel if you want to look at it this way. Which, to be honest, I personally don't use this thing, but it is kind of cool to look at, to be honest. Anyway, so after you understand that and you're happy with how it looks, go to, well, starters, put the speed back to normal, otherwise it'll be stuck that way. Okay, so speed is back to normal. Now click Done Masking. After you click that, it should send you back to the main tab. Just give it a second. Okay, now that that's done, you've got your finished edit right here. Just wait for it to load it up. Okay, now click Export. Now, when it comes to for free, the highest quality you can get is 720p at MP4. Anything else requires payment. So this is all that you can get for free, unfortunately. But like I mentioned, though, if you export what you're doing like right now, and then you come back and change it with a different video. You can use this over and over again for free. So like I mentioned, click export video. And after you do that, it says export has been submitted. Then you're going to go to the assets page. After you've done that, you can see right here the project is exporting. It's currently at 0%, but it'll get higher and higher. As you can see, it just went up to 7%. It kind of loads up slowly, but when it's finished, it'll show up right here. Now, as soon as it's done, you can immediately download it onto your device. All you have to do is just hold on it and it'll download. Now, I'm going to just download the previous one while that one is going. So hold down on one of the projects. You'll have the option of download. After you click download, you'll have saved downloads. Click on that and give it a second. After it's done, you click open. And now you have a finished green screen on your phone or your tablet or computer, whatever you're doing this on. You have a finished green screen now. And it works perfectly. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have the loop option on. But yeah, this is the fastest way to do green screens for free, by the way. This is the free option. Already, we are off to a great start. Now, we're about to move on to the later options where it gets more expensive. So let's move on to the next one, Flip a Clip.